Welcome back to 8-Minute Finance, where we break down complex financial topics into easy-to-digest insights, all in 8 minutes or less. I'm Ted, and each week we simplify the world of finance, from the basics to the trends shaping today's market. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most talked-about names in the crypto world, XRP. You've probably seen it trending on finance Twitter, mentioned in group chats, or brought up by your friend who swears they got in early. But what is XRP? How does it work? And why does it have a fan base as loyal as Drake fans waiting on a surprise album drop? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what XRP is, why it's different, and why people are betting big on it. Imagine sending money overseas in seconds, not hours, not days, with fees so low they feel like a typo. That's the promise of XRP, a cryptocurrency built for speed and efficiency. While Bitcoin was built to replace traditional money, XRP was designed to work with the financial system. Think of it like AirPods. They didn't replace music, they just made listening smoother, faster, and more convenient. XRP is the native token of the XRP ledger, a blockchain launched in 2012 by Ripple Labs to fix one big problem. Cross-border payments are slow, expensive, and full of middlemen. Cross-border payments means moving money from one country to another. Most banks use a network called SWIFT, which is like an old-school email system for money. SWIFT can take days, involve multiple banks, and charge high fees. XRP wants to be the instant messaging version of that process. If you've ever waited days for an international transfer, drop a disappointed face in the comments. Let's see how many of us have been there. Quick recap. XRP isn't just another Bitcoin. It's faster, cheaper, and made for partnerships with banks and payment providers. If Bitcoin is like sending a package by postal mail, XRP is like airdrop, fast, direct, and without the delivery truck. That's why banks and payment companies see it as a tool, not a threat. Ripple Labs didn't just create a cryptocurrency, they built an entire payment ecosystem. Their vision was simple: make moving money as easy as sending an email. If your bank could send money instantly anywhere in the world, would you switch? Yes or no? Let's rewind to 2012. Bitcoin was being called digital gold, but Ripple Labs had a different vision. They didn't want to replace the financial system. They wanted to upgrade it. Their question was, what if we could move money as easily as we move information online? XRP transactions settle in about 3 to 5 seconds. Compare that to Bitcoin's 10+ minutes or a bank wire transfers 3 to 5 days. And the cost? Fractions of a penny, literally less than the cost of sending a text message. Instead of using miners like Bitcoin, the XRP ledger uses validators, trusted participants who verify transactions. Think of them as referees in a basketball game. They don't play, but they make sure every move is fair and by the rules. Bitcoin is like mailing a letter and waiting for the post office to deliver it. XRP is like sliding into someone's DMs. Instant, direct, and no middleman. The XRP ledger can handle up to 1,500 transactions per second. Picture a stadium full of people buying coffee at the same time, and the register never slows down. In 2022, a remittance company in Asia tested XRP for payments between Japan and the Philippines. Normally, those payments would take hours and cost several dollars. With XRP, they were done in seconds for less than a penny. What's the longest you've ever waited for a bank transfer? Drop your answer in hours. Let's compare. Ripple also built RippleNet, a global network for banks, payment providers, and crypto exchanges to connect and move money faster. Think of it like Uber for payments. It doesn't matter which driver you pick. The system gets your money where it needs to go, fast. A South American bank used XRP to replace its old method of pre-funding accounts overseas. That tied up millions of dollars just sitting there. By switching to XRP, they freed up that cash instantly for other investments. If your bank adopted XRP tomorrow, would you trust them more? Yes or no? XRP isn't just about crypto trading, it's a behind-the-scenes payment tool already being tested in the real world. No crypto success story is complete without some drama. In December 2020, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, dropped a bombshell. They sued Ripple Labs, claiming XRP was an unregistered security. Overnight, chaos hit. Many major U.S. exchanges delisted XRP, its price tanked, and critics said it was game over. But here's where it gets interesting. The XRP army, one of the loudest and most loyal communities in crypto, didn't just hold their coins. They doubled down. The SEC's argument is basically this. If XRP was sold like a stock, it should follow stock regulations. Ripple's defense? XRP is a currency, not a share in the company. The verdict could change how U.S. law treats many other cryptos. In 2023, Ripple scored partial legal wins. Courts ruled that XRP sales on exchanges didn't count as securities. Prices jumped, some exchanges relisted it, and optimism returned. Why XRP stays popular despite the legal fight? 1. Utility. It solves real payment problems. 2. Speed and cost. Instant, almost free transfers. 3. Community. The XRP army is relentless. In a crypto world full of one-hit wonders, XRP is the Drake of digital assets, still dropping hits years later, with both hype and substance. If you're part of the XRP army, type XRP in all caps so I know you're here. Do you think Ripple will win the SEC case? Yes or no? And why? During the lawsuit, some payment companies outside the U.S. quietly kept using XRP. Why? Because the tech worked. And outside American borders, the legal fight didn't matter as much. The SEC fight may have slowed XRP, but it didn't kill it. Instead, it made the community more determined, and it kept the conversation about crypto regulation alive in a way no other case has. The SEC case is still hanging over XRP's head, but no matter how it ends, it's already carved its place in crypto history. It pushed regulators, banks, and blockchain innovators into the same room, something that almost never happens. Before XRP, most crypto projects were shouting, "Down with the banks." Ripple flipped the script. Let's work with them. Love it or hate it, that's how it got into boardrooms other coins couldn't touch. The XRP army is still one of the loudest online communities in finance, flooding Twitter, Telegram, and Reddit with memes, analysis, and hype. If you've ever scrolled XRP threads, you know, this isn't just a token, it's a movement. If Ripple wins big, XRP could see massive adoption. Bank transfers, remittances, and maybe even CBDCs could run through its ledger. Even if Ripple loses, the tech still works and has markets outside the U.S. The rails stay. The name just fades in the background. Where do you see XRP in 5 years? Drop your prediction. Do you own XRP? How many are you holding or planning to buy? Let's see the XRP army in the comments. Win or lose, XRP has proven crypto can be fast, cheap, and global. Its community is its X factor. So, payment powerhouse or risky gamble? That's up to you. Check the first link for free crypto or stocks. No deposit, no strings. This is 8-Minute Finance. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you next time.